Good morning students. Welcome to today's class. So we have been discussing about chapter 16% in that exercise 16C. So let's discuss homework answers first. Fourth question. Find the resulting quantity when there is 2.5% increase in a salary of rupees 62,500. So the resulting quantity you will get rupees 64,062.5. Okay. Seventh question. A tank can hold 50 liters of water. At present, it is only 30% full. How many liters of water shall I put into the tank so that it becomes 50% full? So, a tank can hold 50 liters of water. That means the total capacity of the tank, it is given 50 liters. Okay. At present, it is only 30% full. What does that mean? At present, 30% of the tank is only filled with the water. Okay. So, how you can find volume of water at present? Only 30% of the tank is filled with water. So volume of water you can find by finding 30% of 50 liter. Okay, 50 liters, this is the total capacity of the tank. At present only 30% is filled with water. So volume of water at present you can find by finding 30% of 50 liters. Now 30% of 50 liter, how you can find 30 by 100? 30% you can write as 30 by 100 into 50. Now 150, 2 times 100 division 50 it is 2, 50 division 50 it is 1. So you will get 30 into 1 by 2. Now 30 and 2 it is 15. So 15 into 1. 15 liters of water is present at present. Okay. In the tank at present 15 liters of water is present. Now what is the question? How many liters of water shall I put into the tank so that it becomes 50% full? Okay. So in order to become 50% full, how many liters of water shall I put into the tank? So, in order to find that, first we can find volume of water when the tank is 50% full. That is how much water is present, how many liters of water is present in the tank if the tank is 50% full. First we can find this. Okay, so if the tank is 50% full, volume of water it will be 50% of total capacity of tank. It is 50 liter. Okay, 50% of 50 liter you can find. Okay, that is 50 by 100 into 50. That is 50 and 100 will go in 2. Go in 50. So here 1, here 2. Now 50 by 2 it is 25. That is 25 liters. If the tank is 50% full, then that tank will contain 25 liters of water. Okay, this is if the tank contains 25 liters, then we can say that it is 50% full. But now it is only 30% full. That is, it contains only 15 liters of water. So how much water should be put into the tank? How you can find that? Just subtract 25 minus 15. How many liters should be added to the tank in order to become 50% full? You just subtract 25 minus 15. Okay. ഇപ്പോൾ ടാങ്കിൽ 30% വാട്ടർ ആണ് ഉള്ളത്. 30% വാട്ടർ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ 15 ലിറ്റേഴ്സ്. ഓക്കെ, 50% ആവാൻ എത്ര ലിറ്റേഴ്സ് ഓഫ് വാട്ടർ ആഡ് ചെയ്യണം? സോ 50% ഓഫ് വാട്ടർ 50% ഫുൾ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ it should contain 25 liters. Okay, 25 liters ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലാണ് 50% full എന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റൂ. So, how many liters of water should be added? ഇനി എത്ര ടാങ്കിലേക്ക് എത്ര വെള്ളം ആഡ് ചെയ്യണം എന്നുള്ളത്, that question you just subtract 25 minus 15, you will get a 10 liters. So 10 liters of water should be put into the tank so that it becomes 50% full. Okay, you can write the step like this: volume of water put into the tank so that it becomes 50% full. It is 25 minus 15, you will get 10 liters. Okay, so this is the answer. 8th question. In an election, there are a total of 80,000 voters and 2 candidates, A and B. 80% of the voters go to the polls, out of which 60% vote for A. How many votes does B get? So, in an election, the total number of voters, it is 80,000. And 2 candidates are there, A and B. 80% of the voters go to the polls. That means only 80% of the voters voted. Okay, out of which 60% vote for A. So, out of this 80% of voters, 60% of voters vote for A. How many votes does B get? So, our question is, how many votes does candidate B get? Okay. So, you can write the steps like this: number of voters, total number of voters, it is 80,000. Now, number of votes who go to the polls, it is given 80% of the voters. So, how you can find the number of voters who go to the polls? Find 80% of 80,000. That is 80% of total number of voters. Okay. These many voters only go to the polls. Okay, so 80% of 80,000, you can find 80%, it is 80 by 100 into 80,000. Okay, so 2 zeros you can cancel. Now 8 into 8, 64,000. So number of voters who go to the polls, it is 64,000. Okay, out of 80,000 voters, only 64,000 voters voted. Okay, now it is given in the question, out of which 60% vote for A. That means out of total number of voters who go to the polls, that is out of 64,000 voters, 60% vote for A. Okay, it is not out of 80,000. 80,000 is the total number of voters. Okay, out of this 80,000, only 64,000 people voted. So, number of voters who vote for A, that is 60% of 64,000. Okay, among those people who go to the polls, out of that people, 60% vote for A. So number of voters who vote for A, it is 60% of 64,000. Total number of voters 80,000. Number of voters who go to the polls, that is number of voters who voted, it is 64,000. വോട്ട് ചെയ്ത ആളുകളുടെ എണ്ണം 64,000. സോ ഈ 64,000-ൽ 60% വോട്ടും കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ് എക്കാണ് ചെയ്തത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് വോട്ടേഴ്സ് ഹു വോട്ട് ഫോർ എ, എത്ര പേര് എക്ക് വോട്ട് ചെയ്തു എന്നുള്ളത് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ 60% ഓഫ് 64,000. ഓക്കെ, സോ 60 by 100, 60% it is 60 by 100 into 64,000. So 2 zeros you can cancel. Now 60 into 640, you will get 68400. Okay, that is 38,400 people vote for A. Okay, but our question is how many votes does B get? Therefore, number of votes B get equal to, how you can find this? Total number of votes, it is 64,000. Okay, out of that 38,400 it is for A. So what number of votes B gets, how you can find? Just subtract 64,000 minus 38,400. Okay, this much vote only B will get. 0, here 0, here also 0, here 10, here 3, 13, here 5. So 6, 5, here 2. So 25,600 votes. This is the number of votes B gets. Okay, number of votes A gets, it is 38,400. Next, ninth question. 70% of our body weight is made up of water. Find the weight of water in the body of a person whose body weight is 56 kilogram. Okay, so body weight. 70% of our body weight is made up of water. That means 70% of weight, it is weight of water in our body. Okay, find the weight of water in the body of a person whose body weight is 56 kilograms. So, if a person's weight is 56 kilogram, what is the weight of water in his body? Okay, if a person is 56 kilogram means how much is the weight of water in his body? That is what you need to find here. So, weight of water in the body, in percentage it is 70. Okay, now weight of the body, that a person's body weight, it is given 56 kilogram. Okay, so what is the weight of water in his body in kilogram? How you can find? Just to find 70% of 56 kilogram. That person's weight is 56 kilogram. Out of this 56 kilogram, 70% is water. So weight of water in the body you can find by finding 70% of 56 kilogram. Okay, that is the weight of water in his body. So 70%, it is 70 by 100 into 56. Now here you can cancel 1 0. 7 by 10 into 56. So you can do 7 into 56 by 10. Okay, now 7 into 56, it is 392 by 10. So division by 10, decimal point will move one place to the left. So this is one here. 39.2 kilogram. So out of his body weight 56 kilogram, 39.2 kilogram is water's weight of water. Okay. Next, 10th question. Only 1/5 of water is available in liquid form. The limited amount of water is replenished and used by man recurrently. Express this information as person, showing first one water available in liquid form, second one water available in frozen form. So what is given in the question? 1/5 of the water is available in liquid form. You have to express this in as percent. Okay, 1/5 water available in liquid form you have to express as percentage. So it is given in the question 1/5 of the water is available in liquid form. So how you can find what percentage of water is available in liquid form? Just to find 1/5 of 100%. Okay, total percentage always take it as 100. So 1/5 of 100% of water, it is available in liquid form. So how you can find 1 by 5 of 100%? Just multiply 1 by 5 into 100. You will get 20%. Okay, so 20% of water is available in liquid form. Now second question, it is water available in frozen form. So if water available in liquid form is 20%, water available in frozen form, it will be 100% minus 20%, you will get 80%. That is total percentage of water present, it is 100%. Out of this 100%, 20% is available in liquid form. So in frozen form, water available in frozen form, in percentage, how you can write 100% minus 20%, it is 80%. Okay. Now do the 11th question as homework. So this much only. Up to exercise 16C only needed for exam. Now revision exercise, you can try to do it yourself. Okay. So our chapter 16 is over. Next chapter 17, idea of speed, distance and time. So speed of a body is the distance covered by the body in unit time. That means speed equal to distance by time. Okay, in unit time, how many distance is covered? That is the speed of a body. Speed equal to distance by time. This is the formula. Okay, from this, how you can find the distance? Distance equal to speed into time. And time equal to distance by speed. These three formulas you should study. Speed equal to distance by time, distance equal to speed into time, and time equal to distance by speed. If distance and time is given, means you can find speed by dividing distance by time. Okay. If speed and time is given, means you can find the distance by multiplying speed and time. Okay. If distance and speed is given, means you can find the time by dividing distance and speed. Okay, so study these three formulas. Now, in order to find speed, if distance is in meter and time is in second, then the speed is in meter per second. Okay, if the unit of distance is meter and unit of time is second, then the unit of speed will be meter per second. Okay, distance is in kilometer, time in hour, then the speed is in kilometer per hour. So if the distance unit is in kilometer, time unit is in hour, then the speed, its unit will be kilometer per hour. Okay, if meter and second means speed of time will be meter per second. If kilometer and hour means unit of speed, it will be kilometer per hour. Okay. Second one, in order to find distance, if speed is in meter per second, time must be in second. So if the unit of speed is meter per second, means time must be in second. If time is given in hour, means you have to convert that to second, or if the time is given in minutes, means you have to convert that to second. Okay, now if the speed is in kilometer per hour, time must be in hour. So if the unit of speed is kilometer per hour, then time it must be in hour. Okay, third one, in order to find time, if speed is in kilometer per hour, distance must be in kilometer. Okay, if the unit of speed is kilometer per hour, then unit of distance, it must be kilometer. Okay, speed is in meter per second, distance must be in meter. So if the unit of speed is meter per second, then unit of distance must be in meter. Okay. Now exercise 17A, first question. A train covers 51 km in 3 hours. Calculate its speed. How far does the train go in 30 minutes? So first it is given a train covers 51 kilometer in 3 hours. So given things you can write first. Distance traveled by train. It is given in the question 51 kilometer. Okay, a train covers 51 kilometer in 3 hours. From that we can write distance traveled by train, it is 51 kilometer, and time taken, it is 3 hours. Okay, time taken to cover this distance, it is 3 hours. Okay, now how can you find calculated speed? That is the question. So how can you find speed? We know speed equal to, formula it is distance by time. Now look at its unit. Unit is in kilometer, distance is in kilometer, time is in hour. So unit of speed will be kilometer per hour. You should know that. Okay, now distance by time. So how can you, what is the distance? It is 51 kilometer by time, it is 3 hours. Okay, now 51 you just divide by 3. 51 by 3, it is 17. Now unit will be kilometer per hour. So the speed, it is speed of the train, it is 17 kilometer per hour. Okay, now how far does the train go in 30 minutes? So we find speed equal to 17 kilometer per hour. Okay, this we find now. Now that is 17 kilometer by hour. We can write it as 1 hour. Okay, in order to find how far does the train go in 30 minutes, this hour you have to convert to minutes. So you know 1 hour it is 60 minutes. Okay, so you can write 17 kilometer by 60 minutes you can write. Okay, so 17 in place of 17 kilometer per hour you can write 17 kilometer per 60 minutes, because we have to find how far does the train go in 30 minutes. That's why we are converting hour to minutes. Okay, 17 kilometer per 60 minutes. Now time you can take 30 minutes, because in the question it is given in 30 minutes how far does the train go. That is the question. So time you can take as 30 minutes. Okay, speed we find just now 17 kilometer per hour. That you can take as speed. But this hour you have to convert to minutes. So 1 hour, in place of this hour, that is 1 hour, you can write as 60 minutes. Okay, so speed equal to 17 kilometer by 60 minutes, and time you can take as 30 minutes. Okay, so how you can find the distance? How far means distance you need to find. In order to find distance, what is the formula? Speed into time. Okay, so speed, what is the speed in minutes? It is 17 by 60 into time. It is 30. So 30 and 60 will go in 30. Here 1, here 2. So 17 divided by 2, you will get 8.5. Now our unit will be in 18.5. This is distance, no? Kilometer. Here we took kilometer. So 8.5 kilometer. So in 30 minutes that train will travel 8.5 kilometer. Okay. Speed 17 kilometer per hour nu nammal kandupidichu. Appo namukku 30 minutes il etra train travel cheyum, etra dooram pogunnulladana kandupidikkendathu. So ee hour ne namukku minutes ilekku convert cheyumbo 17 kilometer by 60 minutes, 1 hour. Hour, it is 1 hour. So adinu pagaram 60 minutes already. So speed 17 kilometer by 60 minutes we got. Now time 30 minutes il etra ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്യുന്നു, എത്ര ദൂരം ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്യുന്നു എന്നാണ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത്. സോ ടൈം യു ക്യാൻ ടേക്ക് ആസ് 30 minutes. Now we know this formula, distance equal to speed into time, so that we can apply. Speed you can take 17/60, time 30. So 17/60 into 30 you will get 8.5. Now our unit of distance, here kilometer we took, so here in the answer also kilometer will come, 8.5 kilometer. Okay. Now second question, a motorist travelled the distance between two towns which is 65 km in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Find his speed in meter per second per minute. Okay, so distance between two towns, it is 65 km. Okay, motorist travelled this 65 km in 2 hours and 10 minutes. So time it is given 2 hours 10 minutes. Okay, now you have to find his speed in meter per minute. So here distance is given in kilometer, you can convert this to meter. Okay, you have to find the speed in meter per minute. So kilometer you can convert to meter and the time you can convert to minute. Okay, so 65 kilometer it is, 1 kilometer it is 1000 meter. So 65 into 1000 you will get 65,000 meter. You have to find the speed in meter per minute. So here distance is given in kilometer, convert that to meter. Okay, time is given in hours and minutes, you have to convert this to minutes. So 2 hours, on converting to minutes what you will get, 1 hour is 60 minutes. So 2 hours is 2 into 60 plus this 10 minutes. Okay, that is 120 plus 10, you will get 130 minutes. So you got time in minutes. Okay, now you can find the speed in meter per minute. How you can find the speed? The formula it is distance by time. This is the formula for finding speed. Now distance we find it in meter. So 65,000 meter by time we find it in minutes, 130 minutes. Okay, so how you can, you can divide now. Here 1 0 you can cancel. Now 6,500 divided by 30, it is 500. Okay, 500 meter per minute. This will be the unit. This is meter. Okay, 6,500 by 13, it is 500. Now unit will be meter per minute. Okay, so 500 meter per minute will be the answer. For this class, thank you.